Hello students, once again welcome you all in biology class. Our today's topic is sex determination. So in this video we are going to study about a very much important event, that is sex determination. This is considered as very important event or process because it is responsible for the determination of the sex of the newborn individual. That's why it is a very important process in all the organism or all the living beings. So, what is sex determination? This is the definition of sex determination. It is the establishment of sex in an individual at the time of zygote formation is called sex determination. Means it is that process through which the sex of the newborn individual is determined at the time of zygote formation. As we know, zygote is a diploid structure which is formed by the fusion of two gametes. Like in case of human beings, one gamete which is called sperm, which is received from the male parent, and the egg or ovum, another sperm, another gamete which is received from the female parents. When fertilized, it becomes a diploid structure which is called zygote. And so the sex is decided or determined at the time of zygote formation. So it is the very important process, and it is the establishment of sex in an individual at the time of zygote formation. The sex determination process is not common in all the organism. There are different methods or different mechanisms of sex determination in different organisms are present. In some, male are important, or male play important role during the sex determination, and in some the female partner plays important role or are responsible somewhere for the determination of sex. So these are the some mechanisms through which the sex is determined in different organisms. The first mechanism of sex determination is XY type sex determination. The second one is XY type, the first one is XO type sex determination. The second type or second mechanism of sex determination is XY type of sex determination, which is generally present in human beings. The third type or the third mechanism is ZW type sex determination, and the last one is Z0 or ZO type sex determination. So these are the four important mechanisms for the determination of sex in different organisms. In next part, we will study in detail about these four type of mechanisms of sex determination, in which organism these mechanisms are present, and what are the way through which these are different from each other. So here is the explanation of the four types or four mechanisms of sex determination. This one is the first one, X0 type sex determination. This is the second mechanism, XY type sex determination mechanism. Third one, Z0 type mechanism, and fourth one, ZW type mechanism of sex determination. Let's do first X0 type sex determination. This first, in which type of organism this is present? So X0 type sex determination is present in large number of insects like grasshoppers. So in grasshoppers, this type of sex determination is present. Another thing, in this type of sex determination, X0 type of sex determination, females are homogametic and males are heterogametic. Homogametic, gametes means with the cells which are responsible for the formation of new organism which have the characteristics of the parent. So if the males are able to produce two types of gametes, means two different types of gametes are produced by an individual, that individual is called heterogametic. And if an individual produced same type of gametes, means all gametes are of similar type, they are not different in any respect, that those gametes are called homogamete, and such individual is called homogametic. So in X0 type sex determination, females are homogametic, means they one type of gamete, and males are heterogametic, means they are able to produce two different types of gametes. So it is an example of male heterogameity. It is the example of male heterogameity, means males are heterogametic, produce two types of gametes. The second method is XY type sex determination. So in X0 type sex determination, the female produce only one type of gametes. As we know, two types of sex chromosomes are there. Two types of chromosomes are there. One are called autosomes and others are called sex chromosome. So in X0 type, the female produce two types of gamete carrying autosomes plus X chromosomes and autosomes plus X chromosomes. So both gametes are of same type. This is homogametic. But in case of male, these produce two types of gamete. One type of gamete autosomes plus X chromosome, and the second type of gametes autosomes plus no sex chromosome. Only autosomes are there. So these are the two different types of gamete produced by male in X0 type sex determination. One gamete is having autosomes plus X sex chromosome. Other gamete contains autosomes and without any sex chromosome. That's why males are heterogametic. In second type, or second mechanism is XY type sex determination. In XY type sex determination, this is mainly present in some insects like Drosophila, mammals, including human beings. In human beings, this type of sex determination method is present. That's why it is very much important. So it is present in some insects like in Drosophila and mammals, including human beings. What other characteristics of this mechanism? Females are homogametic, like X0 type. Females are homogametic, means produce only one type of gametes. Males are heterogametic, means males produce two types of gametes. So females produce in XY type gametes only one type of gametes, and those are autosomes plus X chromosome. So only this type of gamete are produced by females. But in case of males, two types of gametes, heterogametic, because males are heterogametic, two types of gametes are produced. One contain autosomes plus X chromosome, X sex chromosome, and the other type of gamete is autosomes plus Y sex chromosome. So these two are the two different types of gamete produced by males in XY type sex determination. That's why males are heterogametic and female produce only one type of gamete, which are autosomes plus X chromosome. That's why females are homogametic. So these two mechanisms, XY and X0, are male heterogametic mechanism, because males produce two types of gamete. But what is the difference between these two mechanisms? In this type of mechanism, X0 type of mechanism, male produce the gametes having autosomes plus X sex chromosome, and the second gamete is autosomes and no sex chromosome. But on the other hand, in XY type sex determination, the two types of gamete produce one having autosomes plus X sex chromosome, and other gamete contains autosome plus Y sex chromosome. So these two lie in the same category, which is male heterogametic, but these are different. The common thing is males are heterogametic and females are homogametic. Now let's move to our third mechanism of sex determination. The third mechanism is Z0 type sex determination mechanism. Z0 type of sex determination is found in butterflies and moths. So butterflies and moths are the organism in which this X0 type sex determination is present. Females are heterogametic. So in this mechanism, females are heterogametic. So the male produce only one type of gamete in here, because male are homogametic. They produce only one type of gamete, autosomes plus Z sex chromosome. So males produce only this type of gamete which contains autosomes and Z sex chromosome. Only on the other hand, the females are heterogametic, means they produce two different types of gamete. One is autosomes plus Z sex chromosome, and another one is autosome and no sex chromosome. So only autosomes are there. These are the two types of gamete which are produced in Z type or Z naught type of sex determination mechanism by the females. That's why it is the example of female heterogamety. Female heterogamety. This is example of female heterogamety, because females are producing two types of gamete. One is having autosomes plus Z sex chromosome, and another one is autosomes without any sex chromosome. The last mechanism is ZW type sex determination mechanism. This is present or this is found in certain birds. So birds are the organism in which ZW type of sex determination is present. In this mechanism, females are again heterogametic like Z naught type mechanism, and males are homogametic like Z naught type of sex determination. But how it is different? Because females which produce two types of gametes, one gamete is the gamete which contains autosome plus Z sex chromosome, and the other gamete which is produced is autosomes plus W sex chromosome. That's why these two different gametes are produced in ZW type of sex determination. One gamete contains autosomes plus Z sex chromosome, other gamete contains autosomes plus W sex chromosome. That's why females are heterogametic and males are homogametic, because they produce only one type of gamete and that contains autosomes plus Z sex chromosomes. So we can summarize that these two are the example of female heterogamety. This is also the example of female heterogamety. In these two types of mechanism, the ovum or the egg is responsible for the determination of sex of the individual. The ovum determines that ovum which contains the specific sex chromosome will decide the sex of the new individual. On the other hand, in these two types of sex determination mechanism, X0 and XY, ovum do not decide, or ovum is not responsible for the determination of sex, because that always contains same type of chromosome. Here the sperm or the male gamete is responsible for the determination of the sex of the individual. So these are the four types of sex determination mechanism. I hope you understand sex determination and their different mechanism very well. Now you will make notes on these topics. I will come in front of you with new topic